Is it necessary to tell people that you're a highly sensitive person? And if so, what do you say so that they'll understand and believe that the trait is real? In this video, we're going to be exploring two different ways that you can talk about your high sensitivity with the people in your life. Should you tell people that you're highly sensitive? And if so, how do you do it? What does it sound like? So there's lots of reasons to disclose that you're a highly sensitive person. It really helps people understand you more, understand your needs more, and then bonus, you might actually find some other HSPs, which would be a big benefit. But there's also a lot of drawbacks or fears or risks around disclosing that you're highly sensitive. You may be used to people misunderstanding you. They may not quite take the trait seriously. A lot of people say, is that real? Are you just making that up for attention or to get out of something? You might get a lot of that pushback. If you do decide to disclose, you find that the person feels safe enough, you feel that they would be somewhat receptive, it would allow you to take up more space in the relationship. I'd say there's two approaches. One is you can be direct. You can say explicitly, I'm a highly sensitive person, here's what that is. Or you can be indirect, which is talking about your HSP experience. Here's how I am, here's what my needs are because of that. So let's get into both. So saying that you're a highly sensitive person, that might sound like you're going to lay out the foundation. You've probably noticed that I'm more empathetic. You've noticed that I think deeply about things or I'm more impacted by what happens around me. And I learned because of that, I am a highly sensitive person. I have this trait called sensory processing sensitivity, which actually 30% of people are born with. So it's important to include some facts about the trait. You can use the official term sensory processing sensitivity if that feels right, if you feel that will legitimize it. And you can also let people know that other people have this trait. It's been studied extensively over the past 30 years all over the world, and it's found that 30% of people are born with this trait. It's not a result of trauma. It's not the same as autism or ADHD or anxiety or bipolar disorder or all the other misconceptions you've heard. It's its own thing. And it's also found in 100 other species at least, like primates, mice, fish, insects. So it's not just found in humans. And you can let people know that being highly sensitive isn't just about emotions. It's not just about emotional sensitivity. The big part of the trait, the primary part of the trait is having a brain that's deeply processing. So having more active thoughts and need to reflect. You can let folks know that because of this, you have different needs. You get more easily overstimulated. You need more time to rest, which they've probably noticed. So that's one approach, is connecting the trait to your experiences that they've observed and allowing it to be a conversation that introduces your needs. So you can have that be an ongoing exchange. The other part is to be more vague. Let's say someone may not be receptive to the trait, the language of the trait, or it's just someone you don't know as well, so you don't need to go into as much detail, but you do need to identify that you have a different need and why you're having that need. So that could sound like, I pick up a lot of details, I'm really empathetic, so I get tired more easily. I need time alone to decompress on my lunch break or after work. Let's say you're talking to a coworker and they're constantly requesting that you go out to lunch with them. You could say, actually, I need that time to rest. I'm very detailed. I pick up a lot of details and I'm very empathetic. So I need that time to recharge so I can get back to my work in the second half of the day feeling focused. Or if it's with a partner or a roommate, you could say, after work, I'm really excited to connect with you also. However, for me to be present, I first need to take a little bit of time to decompress, have some alone time. So those are just two different strategies, depending on how much depth that you want to go into, how safe you feel with the person, how receptive you think they'll be, and how much information they need to know before you can get your needs met.